सब अवतार सार शिरोमणि केवल आनंद कंदा। भजो भजो भाई चैतन्य निताई, सुदृढ़ विश्वास कोरी। विषया छाड़िया तेरा से माझिया, मुखे बोलो हरि हरि। विषया छाड़िया तेरा से माझिया, मुखे बोलो हरि हरि। विषया छाड़िया तेरा से माझिया, मुखे बोलो हरि हरि। देखो रे भाई त्रिभुवन नाई, हे मन दयाल दाता। रे भाई त्रिभुवन नाई, हे मन दयाल दाता। पशु पक्षी झूरे पाषाण विदरे, सुनि जार गुण गाथा। पशु पक्षी झूरे पाषाण विदरे, सुनि यार गुण गाथा। संसारे माझिया रोहिली पोरिया, से पद नाही लो आशा। अपना करम भुंजाए शमन, होए लोचन दासा। अपना करम भुंजाए शमन, होए लोचन दासा। परम करुणा कहु दुई जना, हिताय गौरचंदा। परम करुणा कहु दुई जना, हिताय गौरचंद्र। सब अवतार सार शिरोमणि, केवल आनंद कंदा। शिरोमणि केवल आनंद कंदा परम करुणा बहु दुई जन पिताए गौरचंद्र परम करुणा बहु दुई जन पिताए गौरचंद्र परम करुणा बहु दुई जाना पिताय गौरचंद्र बहु दुई जाना जय परम करुणा निताय गौरचंद्र की जय, नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय, श्री नित्यानंद त्रयोदशी महामहोत्सव की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंद। हरे कृष्णा Hare Krishna. So I would like to welcome you all. Today is supremely auspicious day of the appearance of Lord Nityananda Balaram. And Lord Balaram is present here as Lord Baladev on the altar and also as Nityananda to bestow mercy on from both the sides. So supremely auspicious festival for all of us. We will discuss his glories from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, also from Sri Chaitanya Bhāgavatam. First we'll recite this verse and then I'll read the purport to one of the purports of Prabhupada in this particular section. So please repeat behind me. This is Adi Leela chapter 1, Adi Leela chapter 5, text 11. Sarva rupe asvadai Krishna sevananda Sei Balaram Gaura Sanghe Nityananda Sarva rupe asvadai Krishna sevananda Sei Balaram Gaura Sanghe Nityananda Sarva rupa asvadai Krishna sevananda Sei Balaram Gaura Sanghe Nityananda Sarva rupa asvadai Krishna sevananda Sei Balaram Gaura Sanghe Nityananda Sarva rupa asvadai Krishna sevananda Sei Balaram Gaura Sanghe Nityananda Sarva rupa asvadai Krishna sevananda Sei Balaram Gaura Sanghe Nityananda Sarva rupa asvadai Krishna sevananda Sai Balarama Gaura Sange Nityananda.
Sarvarupe Aswadai Krishna Sevananda.
Sarvarupe Aswadai Krishna Sevananda. Sai Balarama Gaura Sange Nityananda. Vaishnavis. Sarvarupe Aswadai Krishna Sevananda. Sai Balarama Gaura Sange Nityananda. Sarvarupe Aswadai Krishna Sevananda. Sai Balarama Gaura Sange Nityananda. Sarvarupe Aswadai Krishna Sevananda. Sai Balarama Gaura Sange Nityananda. Sarvarupe Aswadai Krishna Sevananda. Sai Balarama Gaura Sange Nityananda. Sarvarupe Aswadai Krishna Sevananda. Sai Balarama Gaura Sange Nityananda. Sarvarupe, in all these forms, Aswadai, tastes, Krishna Sevananda, the transcendental bliss of serving Krishna. Sai Balaram, that Lord Balaram, Gaura Sange, with Gaura Sundar, Nityananda, Lord Nityananda. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In all the forms, he tastes the transcendental bliss of serving Krishna. That same Balaram is Lord Nityananda, the companion of Lord Gaura Sundar. So I am also reading text 10 and the purport to text 10, which is in the same context. Shristiya dikse vataro agyara palan, shesha rupe kare krishnera vividha sevan. Translation: he executes the orders of Lord Krishna in the work of creation, and in the form of Lord Shesha, he serves Krishna in various ways. Purport: according to the expert opinion, Balaram, as the chief of the original quadruple forms, is also the original Sankarshan. Balaram, the first expansion of Krishna, expands himself in 5 forms: Mahasankarshan, Karanabdishai, Garbhodakshai, Shirodakshai and Shesha. These 5 plenary portions are responsible for both the spiritual and material cosmic manifestations. In these 5 forms, Lord Balaram assists Lord Krishna in his activities. The first 4 of these forms are responsible for the cosmic manifestations, whereas Shesha is responsible for the personal service of the Lord. Shesha is called Ananta or unlimited because he assists the personality of Godhead in his unlimited expansions by performing an unlimited variety of services. Sri Balaram is the servitor Godhead who serves Lord Krishna in all affairs of existence and knowledge. Lord Nityananda Prabhu, who is the same servitor Godhead, Balaram, performs the same service to Lord Gauranga by constant association. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale भाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So I would once again like to welcome you all. Today is supremely auspicious day, the day saturated with supreme mercy of Lord Nityanand Prabhu. And I am very grateful to be here. It is also causeless mercy of Nityanand Prabhu that I have an association on this auspicious day and the opportunity to share something about his glories. My deep gratitude to His Grace Aniruddha Prabhu, Achintya Rupa Mataji. They are always very welcoming when I inform them that I am traveling to Australia for devotee care, education and initiatives. So they actually welcomed me that I could visit Melbourne here and take the blessings of Radha Vallabha, Mahaprabhu Nityanand Prabhu, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, and most importantly all the Vaishnavas. So, and such a beautiful darshans today, right? As the heart is filled with such mercy and sweetness by witnessing such amazing darshans. So my gratitude to all the pujaris headed by Bhaktiman Prabhu. Yes, headed by His Grace Bhaktiman Prabhu. Also Prabhu Prabhu led the ecstatic kirtan this morning. He has uplifted all our spirits. So my gratitude to him also. So thank you for coming this morning here. We'll try to discuss the glories of Lord Nityananda Balaram, and I just shared with Gopavrindesh Prabhu. My gratitude to Gopavrindesh Prabhu for coordinating this visit. I'm in touch with him. When I met Aniruddha Prabhu in India, he said, yeah, be in touch with Gopavrindesh Prabhu. So I was sharing with Gopavrindesh Prabhu just when the darshan opened that for several years in a row, His Holiness Devamrita Swami Maharaj gave a Nityananda Joshi talk at Radha Gopinath Mandir. So I had the opportunity to sit at his lotus feet and hear from him. So I will try to chew upon his remnants today. Speak what I heard from him and the inspiration that I obtained from him. Also I was just remembering the lotus feet of His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. In his Pranam Mantra, it says that Namo Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradayine. He's the one who actually has preached and expanded the mercy of Lord Nityanand Prabhu. So I take shelter of Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet and the lotus feet of all his dedicated followers to be able to say something which may inspire us to follow in their footsteps. So In the beginning, I would just like to speak on the tattva of Lord Balaram. Even this verse describes Sai Balaram Gaura Sangye Nityanand. That Lord Balaram, who is the very first expansion of Lord Krishna, that Balaram comes as Lord Nityananda. And another verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita describes Sarva Avatari Krishna Swayam Bhagavan Tahara Dvitiya Deha Shri Balaram. So Sarva Avatari Krishna, Krishna the source of all the expansions, and he is the Swayam Bhagavan. So he is the absolute truth. So that Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, his just next expansion is Shri Balaram. Therefore Lord Balaram is, he is the next manifestation, and therefore he is also the source of all avatars. That way. So Prabhupada used to say thus that Krishna and Balaram, there is no difference between them, just a complexion. Krishna is like a blackish cloud, and Balaram is a white cloud. One is monsoon cloud, other one is spring cloud. So in this way Prabhupada would describe they are one and the same. Yes, so but in this purport specifically, though they both are the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Srila Prabhupada has used the term Servitor Personality of Godhead. First of all, for people to understand this term Supreme Personality of Godhead, it's difficult to comprehend. God is a simple term. But Prabhupada has coined this term Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this needs explanation. And on the top now, Supreme Personality of Servitor Godhead. So quite an inconceivable concept for people in general to comprehend. He is the Supreme Lord also, but Supreme Personality of Servitor Godhead. So he has used this term in this purport which I just read. So though Lord Balaram, he is the source of all avatars. He is the Supreme Lord himself, but being an expansion of the Lord, he loves to serve by his free will. He loves to serve. And this service attitude is present, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, this service attitude is present in all the expansions of the Lord coming from Balaram. So Lord Balaram is the source of all service attitude, basically. So it emanates from him. Though he is the Supreme Lord, but in his personal capacity, you can say he is the Supreme Lord, but his personal desire is to actually assist Lord Chaitanya, to serve him. So therefore there are 5 expansions mentioned in the purport which I just read. And in all the expansions, he takes the role of an assistant. So this is a very important concept. I would just like to briefly explain this before I proceed ahead with the glories of Lord Nityananda. It said that devotees of the Lord are generally called as Haridas. There are 3 names which are very common amongst the devotees of the Supreme Lord. One is Haridas, other is Krishnadas, other is, third one, Ramdas. The Muslims, they would sometimes joke with Hindus. That time, during Lord Chaitanya's time, Chaitanya Charitamrita mentioned, they would say, all these Hindus have just almost the same name. You can just predict. Keha Krishnadas, Keha Ramdas, Keha Haridas. So this is just Krishnadas, Ramdas, Haridas, and all names are covered practically. So like that, the Muslim used to joke. Just like we also sometimes say, all the names seems to be similar, this of the Muslims, as we hear, few common names. So I'm not going to detail, but yes, from the surface, it seems like that. And of course, these are some of the common names. So Krishnadas, Haridas, Ramdas. So Haridas is one generic name for the devotees of the Lord, the servants of Lord Hari. Bhagavatam calls 3 devotees by the name Haridas. 3 devotees have been specifically termed as that they are Haridas. Though they have a different name also, but they have been described as Haridas. Okay, so let me ask a question. Since the devotees have gotten up in the early morning, right, Nityan and Triyodashi, so if I keep little interactive class, then I won't allow you to fall asleep. Okay, so yes, who are the 3 devotees? You may say the name of 1 or 2 or 3, and you may raise hands. Okay, Prabhuji behind, one of our Varishta Vaishnavas has raised hand. Brahmaji is addressed as Haridas. Of course, Brahmaji is Haridas, but is not has been labeled as Haridas or termed as Haridas in Bhagavatam. Wait, yes, Mataji. Giriraj Govardhan. He has been termed as Haridas. Can anyone tell the verse where he is described as Haridas? Okay, wait a minute. Who is speaking? Raise your hand. Yes. Haridas Varya. Yes, Haridas Varya. What is the verse? Govindhari Prabhu was reciting, but I just asked him to just wait. Let's see if someone else can recite. Okay, good. Yes, Govindhari Prabhu. Okay. That's a. Yes. Yes, good. That's good. So, Hantaya Madrirabala Haridas Varyo. And who speaks the verse? The gopis are speaking the verse. Hantayam Adrir. Adrir is this mountain. Abala, addressing each other. Haridas Varyo. Look at this great servant of Lord Hari, who is Giriraj Govardhan. He is one. We'll discuss about this verse briefly later. Yes, he is one Haridas. Who are the other 2 Haridasas mentioned in Bhagavatam? Yes, Prabhu. Uddhava is another Haridas. Yes, good. And about him, what is mentioned? Why he is described as a Haridas? Okay, so Krishnam samsmarayam reme Haridaso vrajokasam. This great Haridas, he brought the message of Krishna and delivered it to the residents of Vrindavan, and he brought great joy to them by reminding them of Krishna. So he performed this great service. Okay, so this is another Haridas. Uddhava is second Haridas mentioned. Okay, the third Haridas mentioned in Bhagavatam. Yes, Loknath, what is the first name? Akhil Loknath Prabhu. Who? Good. Speak loudly. Yes, Yudhishthir Maharaj is the third Haridas. Yudhishthir Maharaj. So and what is mentioned about the Yudhishthir Maharaj? In which context he is described by the Haridas? When he performed a Maha Udayam, a great undertaking, which is one great undertaking he did. It was not easy. Rajasuya Yagya, Haridasasya Raj Risher, Rajasuya Mahodayam, Maha Udayam, a great undertaking. So he performed this Rajasuya Yagya, Yudhishthir Maharaj, and therefore he is described for the glorification of the Lord. The single purpose was, let me glorify the Supreme Lord by performing this Rajasuya Yagya. So this is another great Haridas. Who amongst the 3 is the best of the 3? Giriraj. Right? Hantaya Madrirabala Haridas Varya. So for him the word Haridas is used, but another word which is used is Haridas Varya. He is the best of the Haridasas. Yeah, you can sit down. So he is Haridas Varya, the best of the Haridasas. What is the reason he is called as Haridas Varya? What is the reason he is called as Haridas Varya? The main reason is because he takes pleasure in assisting others' service to Krishna. That is his specific quality. So he serves the devotee in all other rasas, and he assists them. He supplies, this verse answers, he supplies fresh grass for the cows and they produce nourishing milk for Krishna. He supplies fresh water, the gopas and gopis drink. He supplies various kind of minerals by which they can decorate the face of Krishna. He supplies various kind of fruits, roots and vegetables, and the gopas and gopis can make nice preparations for Krishna. So in this way, he assists other service to Krishna, and therefore he is Haridasa Varya. Therefore, in the bhakti realm, the assistant is described, is given a greater importance. Lord Krishna himself says, Yo me bhakta jana partha, name bhaktasate jana. Those who claim that I am a devotee of Krishna, Krishna says, I don't accept. Right? So we may claim, but Krishna rejects that claim. So we can't be just, it can't be one way, relationship can't be one way. So we may call ourselves devotee of Krishna, but Krishna says, I don't accept. But then he says, Mad bhakta nam cha ye bhakta, te me bhakta tama mata. One who is a devotee of my devotee, he is my actual devotee, or he is the best of my devotees. Bhakta tama, superlative. He is my best devotee. So therefore, Lord himself establishes that the position of assistant, position of an assistant is superlative. Position of an assistant is superlative. So therefore, Lord Balaram, he, in all his expansions, I just explained this point where Prabhupada says, in all these 5 forms, okay, I had read just the purport. Can someone just quickly describe what are the 5 expansions mentioned in the purport of Lord Balaram? Okay, raise your hands. Yes. Sankarshan. Other 3? Oh, okay. Raise your hand if you know the 5. Dakshai. Karano Dakshai. Who is the 5th? Shesha, who is also known as Ananta. So these 5 forms, starting with Mahasankarshan. Mahasankarshan, the 3 Vishnus, 3 Purushas who lied on different oceans, 3 oceans, Karanabdashai, Garbhodakshai, Shirodakshai, and Shesha, who is also known as Ananta. So these 5. So Prabhupada says, in these 5 forms, Lord Balaram assists Lord Krishna in his activities. He assists. So he takes the role of an assistant. Therefore, that is the meaning of the Supreme Personality of Servitor Godhead. He assists, he voluntarily takes the position of an assistant or one who serves. Assistant means one who serves. And he derives greater pleasure. He derives greater pleasure in doing that. Therefore, this verse says, Sarva Rupe. Which are the Sarva Rupe? All these 5. Asvaday, he relishes. Krishna Sevanand. In assisting, his enjoyment is greater than the enjoyment of even Krishna. Right? So therefore, a servant enjoys or relishes more, though there is a desire to serve, but the servant is given greater by the mercy of the Lord. The servant actually relishes more than even the master. And therefore, the master also wants to become the servant. So that Lord Krishna comes as Lord Chaitanya in the form of his own devotee. So in this way, Sarva Rupe Ashvadai Krishna Sevanand, Sai Balaram Gaur Sanghe Nityanand. So this is about the tattva of Lord Balaram and how he takes the role of a servitor personality of Godhead. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has explained, okay, another important thing is, as his first Mahasankarshan, the 5 expansion we just discussed, all the spiritual manifestations, they manifest from Sankarshan. So all the spiritual worlds, they are manifestations from Sankarshan, Mahasankarshan. So whatever is there in the spiritual abodes, they are all manifestations from Mahasankarshan. And all the material worlds we have, the Ekpad Vibhuti, that is called 3-Pad Vibhuti, that are manifestation of Mahasankarshan. And Ekpad Vibhuti, these material worlds, they are manifestations from 3 Purushas, the 3 Purushas, Karanodakshai, Garbhodakshai and Shirodakshai. Okay, so therefore, these first four are responsible for all the spiritual and material manifestations. And in his 5th expansion, as Ananta Shesha, he personally serves the Lord. And a person serves the Lord in how many ways? Unlimited ways. So here Prabhupada has given beautiful definition of Ananta. He is also known as Ananta because he serves the personality of Godhead in his unlimited expansions, so Lord has unlimited expansion. So Balaramji also expands. He, in his unlimited expansions, by performing unlimited varieties of services with unlimited enthusiasm. His enthusiasm never fades away. So that is Ananta. And Shesha, the meaning of the word Shesha is also explained. What does the Shesha mean in journal? Leftover, Shesh. Okay, Shesh also means end. This is now Shesh. Shesh, have you heard the word? Shesh means end. Conclusion or the end. Something which is coming to the end is called, or conclusion is called Shesh. Because Lord Nityananda, Lord Ananta, has reached the ultimate end of servitude to Krishna, the ultimate limit of servitude to Krishna, Krishnera Sheshata Paya Sheshanama Hare. He has achieved the ultimate limit of servitude to Krishna, therefore he is Shesh. No one can basically excel him in the service. So we see here a very unique combination. Like someone serves the master in serving the projects, taking care of the projects. Someone serves one's master by doing personal service. But Lord Balaram does both. He serves the projects, which are the material and spiritual creations, manifestations, and he also serves in personal way. So that's another unique aspect of Lord Nityananda. He served in this twofold, unique way, which are usually not seen. Okay, so this is about his service and the explanation of this verse. So I would like to recall 8 qualities of Lord Nityananda from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhāgavatam, because all our acharyas, they have composed ashtakams in the glorification of Krishna, Srimati Radharani, Lord Gauranga, Lord Nityananda. We have Nityananda Ashtakam also. So even Govardhandesh Prabhu composed Prabhupada Ashtakam. So all our great acharyas and their followers, they have composed ashtakams. Why? Because number 8 is dear to Krishna and also Srimati Radharani. They both appeared on Ashtami, Janmashtami, Radhashtami. So number 8 is dear to them. And Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he is Radha Krishna together. So Ashtami is half moon, and he appeared on full moon combined. So in this way, the number 8 is very dear to Lord, to Radha Vallabha, and therefore there are ashtakams. So I selected, of course, Lord Nityananda is the ocean of all unlimited qualities, but I have selected 8 particular qualities to glorify him on this particular day. So the first quality of Lord Nityananda is that he is the ocean of mercy. He is the ocean of mercy. So Vrindavan Das Thakur describes, Kripa Sindhu Bhakti Data Prabhu Balaram Avatirna Haila Dhari Nityananda Nam. So he is the Kripa Sindhu, ocean of mercy, Bhakti Data, giver of bhakti. And the Balaram, who is the ocean of mercy and the giver of devotional service, Avatirna Haila, he appears with the name Nityananda. So just imagine, now of course Lord Balaram is also an ocean of mercy, but his mercy has a different flavor. When he saw a small transgression on the part of Romharshan Sut, he took a blade of grass and killed him. Just imagine. Right? And now as Nityananda, he takes a blade of grass, that same blade of grass within his mouth, and goes and requests everyone to chant the name of Lord Gauranga, to chant the name of Krishna, to take the message of Lord Chaitanya. He requests. And what to speak of any small, transgression of etiquette, when Madhai took a pot of liquor and, struck the head of Nityananda Prabhu, still he not just forgave him, but prayed for his deliverance. So just see how much mercy Lord Nityananda manifests. So in this way, Lord Nityananda is extremely tolerant and extremely merciful to deliver all the conditioned souls. So by his mercy, Jagai Madhais were delivered, and population of Kali Yuga is full of primarily Jagai Madhais, Prabhu used to call, and therefore Lord Nityananda's mercy is very important for the deliverance of the people of this age. So that is about Lord Nityananda being at the ocean of mercy, and even Vrindavan Das Thakur described very beautifully. He says, the highest limit of Krishna's mercy was shown in the deliverance of Putana. The deliverance of Putana. Aho bakiyam stana kalakutam. So the highest limit or the record, Krishna's record mercy, right, is Putana. And Lord Chaitanya broke that record. That record established by Krishna, that even a demoness with the attitude who came to poison, Krishna saw some good and gave her the highest position. Aho bakiyam stana kalakutam verse, which is the supreme verse showing Krishna's mercy, the limit of his mercy. That record has been broken by Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. How? By delivering Jagai Madhai. So he gives the comparison. He gives the comparison. He says, Putana obtained the supreme destination, but her body was cut to pieces. No one saw. It's paroks. But these rogues, they danced with Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda in the self-same body, and their body would rub against them hundred of times while dancing in the Sankirtan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Just imagine the fortune of these two. Of course, they became great devotees. They are counted as one of the branches. But previously, how nefarious they were. People would feel they have been contaminated if their shadow would touch them. Just imagine. So now these two with the self-same body are dancing in Mahaprabhu's Kirtan and touching the body of Gaur Nitai several times, rubbing it, just like we dance around and then the bodies rub with each other, while the body of Putana was cut to pieces. Right? So therefore, Lord Gauranga and Nityananda showed greater mercy to Jagai Madhai than Krishna's mercy to Putana. So the record was broken. A new record of mercy was established. A new benchmark was set. Okay, so that is because Nityananda manifests such ocean of mercy. So that's his first great quality. And the second is that he is the bestower of prema. The bestower of prema. And we pray to in the famous bhajan that we sing before Panchatatvas, before Gaur Nitai, is Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More. So we sing that Haha Prabhu Nityananda Premananda Sukhi Kripa Avalokan Karo Ami Bado Dukhi. So he is always filled with prema. And the two terms, this verse use the term Sevananda, Sarva Rupe Ashvadaya, Krishna Sevananda. We have to learn to take pleasure in serving, in spite of the difficulties, actually. Because in service there will always be some inconvenience, difficulties. So one who learns to take pleasure in serving the Lord, serving one spiritual master, serving the Vaishnavas, in spite of the difficulties and challenges, will ultimately be able to attain Premananda. So Sevananda will lead to Premananda. So Nityananda Prabhu teaches that. So Sarva Rupe Ashvadaya Krishna Sevananda, Sai Balaram Gaura Sangye Nityananda. So therefore, Lord, so these three terms are coming, Sevananda, Premananda, Nityananda. So in this way, Lord Nityananda is eternally blissful because he is eternally serves. And he is therefore by his service, he is always full of prema. And therefore by his glance, he can bestow prema. Kripa avalokan karo ami bada dukhi. So Srila Bhaktivedanta Thakur he has taught us a siddhant known as Drig Drishya Nyay. Drig Drishya Nyay. That means we should, Drig means to see. Drishya means to be seen, becoming the object of someone's vision. So therefore, he would say that when we go before the deities, we will not benefit when we see them so much. But when they see us, when the deities see us, because their glance have mercy. He would sometimes say, when we see the deities, it is a good eye exercise. Right? Like from top to down, left to right, and so on. It's a good eye exercise, he would say. But the benefit will come when the Lord sees us. And when will the Lord be pleased to see us? When He sees that this devotee likes to serve. Those who are seva unmukh, the Lord is pleased to see them. Those who serve, those who take the role of assistant especially, like to assist others in their service. So the whole devotee care initiative is, different devotees need a different kinds of assistance at in their journey at different stages. They will need different kind of assistance. So when we try to see, okay, this devotee needs this kind of help, this kind of assistance, and we sacrifice some time and our priorities to help others, to serve, and then the Lord is very much pleased. Then the Lord is very much pleased. So we are discussing about how the service of Nityananda Prabhu as assistant. I just like to point out this particular point that I met when I was traveling to Radhadesh last year, which is known for Kirtan Melas. I see many Kirtan lovers here, right? And one of the places where Kirtan Mela is very famous is Radhadesh. And there are several elderly members of the community. And they left their home and their family long time back, and they have done like 35 years of dedicated service. But now they have become so old, they can't even come for darshan on their own. So one Mataji, she was a great book distributor, Kirtaniya, and so on and so forth. She has sacrificed, her own ecstasy of going out, Sankirtan, and spent maximum time to assist an elderly Vaishnava to take care of his physical needs, to bring him to take darshan, so on and so forth. Right? So it's not easy to sacrifice one's, what gives us ecstasy in Krishna consciousness and just serve an elderly person. You will not have many ecstatic stories to share in that service. There is no glamour attached when you assist, elderly person, take care of his physical needs, bring him daily to take darshan. There is no excitement in that service. But there is unlimited mercy. There's a lot of sacrifice. So therefore, this devotee care initiative is about assisting other devotees when they need that kind of assistance. So different devotees will need different kinds of assistance, and the devotee care initiative is about that. So therefore, Lord Nityananda, as we said, that he loves to take the role of an assistant. He teaches in his service. So Dirgdrishya Nyaya, we were talking Dirgdrishya Nyaya. So when we assist other devotees, when we make some sacrifice of our own priorities and ecstasies to help other devotees, then the Lord is very pleased to see that devotee. That he becomes the object to be seen by the Lord. And that devotee can then enter into the higher realms of understanding the deeper rasas and experience Krishna's mercy in a very profound and a deep way. So this is actually the way to the... Prabhupada says, unless one has this service attitude, one will not be able to enter the higher realms of devotional service. So this service has been glorified specifically. So, Kripa avalokan karo. Oh Lord, please, when the Lord sees us, there is unlimited mercy. And He is very pleased to bestow His merciful glance upon those who serve and assist others in their service when that is most needed also. Right? So that is an important aspect of being seen by the Lord. So Lord Nityananda mercy, Lord Nityananda's glance can fill our heart with great prema. Also Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes, Preme mat Nityananda kripa avatar uttama adham kichu na kare vichar. He is so much filled with prema that he is practically intoxicated. Preme mat Nityananda. Now, when the person is intoxicated, his discretion is lost. discretion lost. Therefore, now he has the highest treasure of prema, right? Prema for Radha Krishna, prema for Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So anyone who falls in front of him, right, he has lost discretion, whether this person is qualified or not. Right? So, Prememat Nityananda Kripa Avatar Uttama Adham Kichu Na Kare Vichar Ye Aage Padai Se Kare Nishtar At Eva Nistarila Mohena Durachar. So, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami says, anyone who falls in front of him and says, "O Lord Nityananda, you are my only hope." So let's say that. "O Lord Nityananda, you are my only hope." And we have to fall flat. You will have that opportunity later. So one who falls flat in front of him and say that I have no other hope other than you, Lord Nityananda is intoxicated. Anyone who just falls in front of him and asks anything, he just gives that. And therefore he said, who is the example of that? Mohena Durachar. He says, I have been delivered. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says. He gives his own example. That I have been delivered exclusively by the mercy of Nityanand Prabhu. So in this way, Nityanand Prabhu mercy is our only hope. So that's the second quality of Nityanand Prabhu. The first being his ocean of mercy, and the second is he's the bestower of prema through his glance. And those who assist others, they become the recipient of his special mercy, those who like to serve others. The third quality of Nityanand Prabhu, he is the source of all service opportunities. Source of all service opportunities. So Vrindavan Das Thakur glorifies him by saying, Jayo Jayo Shri Karuna Sindhu Gaura Chandra, Jayo Jayo Shri Seva Vigraha Nityananda. So all glories to the ocean of mercy, Lord Gaurachandra, and all glories to the Seva Vigraha, the personification of service. So it's called the Seva Vigraha. So that means he is the embodiment of all service to Krishna. So whatever service opportunity we are getting from him. So in this role, he is actually the original spiritual master, because spiritual master engages us in the service of the Lord. So therefore, it is Nityanand Prabhu who bestows various kind of service opportunities, or he expands the service opportunities for us to serve his dear Lord. So he therefore is described as the Seva Vigraha. And remember, the nature of his service is that he serves the Lord in his unlimited expansions, in unlimited varieties, unlimited ways, with unlimited enthusiasm. So in this way, he is the source of all service attitude. And I just feel that I have this opportunity to be here on Nityanand Triyodashi and have the association of all the exalted Vaishnavas of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Nityanand Prabhu here by the mercy of Nityanand Prabhu alone. Right? So he has given this blessed opportunity of being here and celebrating Nityanand Triyodashi in your association. So we should actually express our gratitude on this day, that whatever service opportunities we have here to serve the Lord of Sita Radha Vallabha, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, Mahaprabhu Nityanand Prabhu, and all the other, all the devotees and all the living entities in general. Whatever service opportunities we are having is all by the mercy of Nityanand Prabhu, all the mercy of his representative Srila Prabhupada and in the Parampara. So in this way, Lord Nityananda is the source of all the service opportunities. Seva Vigraha Nityananda. I remember His Holiness Devamrita Swami Maharaj saying, all the roads go through Nityananda. Right? So therefore, there is no other way. All the roads go through him, basically. Whatever service we want to do, whatever spiritual progress we want to make, all roads go through him. So that is Lord Nityananda. So the fourth quality is of Lord Nityananda is he alone bestows Vrindavan Dham in the service of Radha and Krishna, the service of Shri Radha Vallabha. So Narottam Das Thakur has sung that beautiful bhajan. Heno nitai bine bhai, Radha Krishna paite nai, Drid kori dharo nitai pai. So in this way he encourages us that please hold the Lord the lotus feet firmly. Drid kori dharo nitai pai. He alone, without him, no one can attain Vrindavan Dham and no one can attain the service of Shri Radha Vallabha. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami also describes that he has attained Vrindavan Dham and he has attained the lotus feet of Radha Govindev, Radha Gopinath, Radha Madan Mohan only by the mercy of Nityananda. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes that how Nityananda Prabhu appeared in his dream and he told him, Hare Hare Krishna Das na karaha bhai, Vrindavan yaha taha sarva labhya hai. You don't have to fear anything, don't be apprehensive. He was apprehensive that his brother has committed offense, he's a part of it. No, but he said, no, you don't have to fear because you are well situated. You actually chastise your brother. So you don't have to fear, you go to Vrindavan. You will attain everything desirable in Vrindavan. Go to Vrindavan. And Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami describes, Jayo Jayo Nityananda, Jai Kripa Mai, Yaha Haite Painu, Shri, Yaha Haite Paini Roop, Sanatana Shray, Jayo Jaya Nityananda, Nityananda Ram, Yaha Ra Kripate Painu, Vrindavan Dham. So in this way, several verses he glorifies. Only by the mercy of Nityananda have I attained Vrindavan Dham, have attained the lotus feet of, the opportunity to see the lotus feet and serve the lotus feet of Radha Madan Mohan, Govindadev, Gopinath. Not just that, he says, by his mercy alone, I have attained the lotus feet of Roop and Sanatan. Yaha haite painu Raghunatha Mahashay, yaha haite paini Sharupa Asharay. I have attained the lotus feet of Raghunath Das Goswami, Shri Swarup Damodar Goswami, only by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. And he says, I just want to explain that Taha Sarva Labhya Hai Prabhu Ravachan. Lord Nityananda told me, you will attain everything in Vrindavan. And therefore, I have obtained everything desirable only by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. All the roads go through Nityananda Prabhu. So in this way, the Lord Nityananda, it is Lord Nityananda who bestows the Vrindavan Dham and the service of Shri Radha Vallabha. The fifth quality of Lord Nityananda is that the glories of Lord Gauranga manifest in this world only by the mercy of Nityananda. So, who are the two main biographers? So there are three, but still the two are even considered more prominent. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami and other one is Vrindavan Das Thakur. Vrindavan Das Thakur. So Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavatam. These are two main biographies. Both have written theirs on the instruction of Nityananda Prabhu. Right? So both the biographies have been composed by Lord Nityananda's instruction and by his empowerment. By his empowerment. So Vrindavan Das Thakur himself says, Adideva Jaya Jaya Nityananda Rai Chaitanya Mahima Sure Yahara Kripai. He is the Adidev, he is the Supreme Lord, Supreme worshipable personality of servitor Godhead, Nityananda Rai. Chaitanya Mahima Spure Yahara Kripai. The glories of Lord Chaitanya manifest in our heart and we can express that only by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. So when I came yesterday and even today morning for the darshan, I was praying to Lord Nityananda that only by your mercy I'll be able to glorify, we'll be able to speak of some of your glories. And by your mercy only I can understand the glories of Gauranga Mahaprabhu and so on and so forth. So then I prayed to Lord Gauranga that please bless me so that I can glorify your dear most Nityananda. Actually, on Gaur Purnima we can pray to Nityananda for his mercy to glorify Lord Gauranga. He'll be very pleased. And on Nityananda Doshi we can pray to Lord Gauranga for His mercy to glorify His dearmost Lord Nityananda. So that way, they'll be very pleased. That's because they have that very sweet relationship. So in this way, only by the mercy of Lord Gauranga, Lord Nityananda, can one actually understand and speak their glories. So in this way, the glories of Lord Gauranga has manifested in this world only by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. And he takes in his also another meaning of Lord Ananta is who has unlimited enthusiasm to chant the glories of his dearmost Lord Gauranga. Therefore, like with his thousands of wood, he continuously chants the glories. And he can never find the end. He can never find the end. Because such an end doesn't exist. The glories of the Lord are actually unlimited. So in this way, Lord Nityananda himself takes unlimited pleasure in chanting the glories of his dearmost Lord Gauranga. And he inspires his glories within the heart of his devotees. And thus we can glorify Lord Gauranga only by mercy of Lord Nityananda. So that's his fifth quality. The sixth quality of Lord Nityananda is that his activities are quite inconceivable. The activities are quite inconceivable. Just to give an example of few, Lord he is supposed to assist. We saw over here, Prabhupada writes that he assists Lord Krishna or he assists Lord Gauranga in his pastime. When Lord Chaitanya wanted to go to Vrindavan after sannyas, Lord Nityananda Prabhu misled him and brought him to Shantipur against his desire. You may say, what kind of assistance is this? And then Lord Chaitanya considered his sannyas danda to be his only possession, and he broke that and threw it in the river. And he said, that was my only possession, sacred possession, and you have thrown it away. Now you be separate, I can no longer be with you. Right? You have to travel separately. So again, see another kind of inconceivable assistance of Lord Nityananda. Again, Lord Chaitanya told Nityananda, Prativarshani lachale tumina asiba, don't come every year to Jagannath Puri. Nityananda Prabhu was given instruction by Lord Gauranga. Why? You have to preach in Bengal. Just imagine, you have started a preaching program, because the devotees would come here, they would stay the 4 months of Chaturmasya. Coming, going, 15-20 days. So it was a trip of 5 months. So every year there is a yatra for 5 months to Jagannath Puri. Practically half the year is a yatra. And they would come, stay 4 months and go. More than 5 months will be gone. So you start a preaching program and disappear for 5 months. All the people will run away. They will be. So what kind of preaching program is that where you take a break of 5 months, right? And you're not in touch. There were no facility of online classes. So Lord Nityananda, you have to preach in Bengal, and therefore you can't take such a big break. So you have to fulfill my desire of preaching Krishna consciousness. Therefore you can't come to Jagannath Puri. This is instruction of Lord Chaitanya. But sometimes Lord Nityananda would break that also. So he would come to see Lord, not every year, but at times. And Prabhupada writes very beautifully. Prabhupada says, going to Jagannath Puri and seeing Lord Jagannath is of great benefit. Why is Lord Chaitanya denying this great benefit to Lord Nityananda? Why is denying him? And then Prabhupada says, he himself explains, or he says why he is denying him this fortunate opportunity of going to Rath Yatra and seeing Lord Jagannath. I see every year there is some group of devotees from here in Jagannath Puri, right? Because I also have some service there for cooking and serving prasadam to the pilgrims. So I always see there is a group from Melbourne in Jagannath Puri. So it's a fortunate opportunity. So Prabhupada says here, why is Lord Chaitanya denying this fortunate opportunity of going to Jagannath Puri and see Lord Jagannath, especially on the Rath Yatra? And then Prabhupada himself answered by saying, it is a greater fortune to carry out the instruction of Lord Chaitanya. It's a greater fortune, he says. And then to satisfy one's senses by seeing Lord Jagannath. So that will be our personal priority. Of course, we can go and see, unless there is such an instruction given that you can't go, you have to preach with a spiritual master. Unless that instruction is there, all of the devotees would come. But Nityananda Prabhu was specifically instructed not to come to Jagannath Puri and to preach in Bengal. But sometime he disobeyed. That is out of love. And Nityananda Prabhu's activity was so inconceivable that it's described that even when he disobeyed him, or like he misled him to Shantipur, or he broke his danda, internally he pleased Lord Gauranga. That means he's so much in sync with, he's so much tuned in to the innermost desires of Lord Gauranga. So all the anger that Lord Gauranga expressed, Lord Chaitanya expressed, that is external to teach others. But within his heart, Lord Nityananda actually pleases Lord Gauranga even when he contradicts him. And we can't imitate that. So if our spiritual master or the Shiksha Guru asks us to do something, we think, okay, I will also follow in the footsteps of Nityananda. I'll do just the opposite and please him. That won't happen. We are not on that level. Only Lord Nityananda can do that. So his activities are very inconceivable. And he punished Shivanand Sen. He kicked him on his chest. Shivanand Sen was a very selfless servant. He was a yatra manager. What kind of yatra manager? He sponsored everyone's yatra. Prabhupada writes that he was maintaining all the devotees at his expense. There were few hundred devotees and he would not charge any yatra fee. Just imagine. He would bear all the expenses. Such a selfless servant. And there was a delay in prasadam and accommodation arrangement. And Lord Nityananda, being angry, kicked Shivanand Sen on the chest. Very inconceivable. Just imagine such a selfless servant. But Shivanand Sen, he understood that this is actually the inconceivable mercy of Nityananda. He says, my Lord Brahmara Durlabha Tomar Shri Charan Renu Sei Charan Renu Paila Eyadhamatanu. So he says, Lord Brahma doesn't get the dust of a lotus feet. This body, this fallen person has obtained the dust of a lotus feet today. Right? You have bestowed such mercy. And then Lord Nityananda embraced him. He understood. So in this way, Lord Nityananda activities are sometimes very inconceivable. So many times in our life also, many incidents may take place that may be very inconceivable. We should take shelter of Lord Nityananda to understand, to make sense sometimes. Sometimes we can't just understand what's happening, why is this happening. But Lord Nityananda mercy can help us to understand that this is also mercy. Just like Shivanand Sen kicking on the chest, by the mercy of Nityananda, he could appreciate that as also the mercy. So we need deep insight and spiritual strength to be able to appreciate anything and everything that happens within our life, provided we are sincere, right? Provided we don't make foolish mistakes. So when devotees undergo some difficulty, inconceivable difficulties, first of all we should learn from our mistake, but still we should still accept it as the Lord's mercy. And that requires a deep spiritual insight, and Lord Nityananda can give us that. To be able to appreciate most difficult circumstances as also His mercy. Tatte Nukampa. That verse can be understood only by the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu's mercy is, or his activities, his mercy, that all are very inconceivable. The seventh quality of Lord Nityananda is that he removes all obstacles. He removes all obstacles. So who is our Prabhu-Acharya? Our Prabhu-Acharya? Yes, our Prabhu-Acharya? Shri Raghunath Das Goswami. So he attained the Prayojan of his life. Prayojan is the ultimate goal. By the mercy of Nityananda. Again and again he was wanting to run from home and go to Jagannath Puri, but was not able to succeed. Only when he took shelter of Lord Nityananda, who then asked him to organize Chidadahi festival. I heard this Chidadahi festival is celebrated in a very amazing way over here. Even in Atlanta, His Holiness Jayapataka Goswami Maharaj, he has personally inspired this festival in many amazing ways. Personally, he would cook Chida Dahi. So this Chida Dahi festival, Lord Nityananda asked, you organize this festival for my devotees, feed my devotees. And then he asked the devotees to bless him. May he attain the goal of his life. You see how Lord Nityananda, therefore first he inspired him to serve the devotees, his devotees, and then he inspired the devotees to bless him. And now he said, all your obstacles are removed. Now you will attain your cherished goal of your life. So therefore when we take shelter of Lord Nityananda and his representatives, so when we are stuck, the most important thing is that we take shelter of Lord Nityananda in the form of our Guru Varga. We take their shelter, take their guidance, and under their direction, guidance, and please try to please the other Vaishnavas by our service. So by the, I remember a beautiful statement of His Holiness Tamal Krishna Maharaj. He was, there was a disciple, if I remember correctly, he had a disciple known as Vishnu Gada in Fiji. And his son was getting initiated. So everyone thought that his father is Vishnu Gada, so he will be Chakra, something like that, another weapon of Vishnu. So, but he named his son as Sadhu Sangha. And they were surprised, because there is no correlation here. One is Vishnu Gada, other is Sadhu Sangha. And then he himself approached. He said, Maharaj, I was expecting some other name. And the Maharaj said, you should understand, Sadhu Sangha is our greatest protection. The Lord's weapons, they protect us. He said, Sadhu Sangha is our greatest protection, he mentioned. So, the association of devotees, the Sadhu Sangha, is a great invincible kavach actually. So when we serve and please the devotees, that protects us. That is a great invincible kavach. His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj used to call. So therefore Lord Nityananda, he arranged that Raghunath Das Goswami can serve and please all the devotees. And by the blessings, and he explicitly, he requested all the Vaishnavas, you all bless him. He all bless him now, that he may attain the cherished desire of his heart. And thus all the obstacles on the path of Raghunath Das Goswami were removed, and he attained his prayojan, the lotus feet of Lord Gauranga. So in this way, when we are stuck, we should know where to go. Right? All the roads go through Nityananda. These are the profound words of His Holiness Devamrita Swami Maharaj. So I shall take shelter of those words, and I'm just a little bit explaining, chewing upon his remnants. Now, the eighth quality of Lord Nityananda is the sweetest of all. One very sweet attribute or sweet quality of Lord Nityananda is, I'll have to hear from you some guesses. Raise your hand if you want to say. One of the very sweet attribute or a quality of Lord Nityananda, a sweet characteristic of Lord Nityananda. Yes, Prabhu. That's his mercy, we already discussed. One of the sweetest attribute. Yes. Kali Yuga is not a sweet age. His mercy is sweet, no doubt, but we already discussed the mercy aspect. Something else? Yes, some guesses? He's the most humble one. He's the most humble one. That's a good guess. But still we have yet to find the sweetest aspect. Forgiveness is also compassion. Something sweeter, something more sweeter. Now we are closer. Hari Naam is good hint, because we all find great sweetness in Hari Naam. With Hari Naam, something which adds sweetness to that. Now it's easy to guess. Wait a minute. Mridanga is sweet. But in Kirtan in Mridanga, what do you do to the tune of Mridanga? Dance. Dance. So therefore, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, Nityananda Prabhu's dancing is the sweetest. Right? So the sweetest or the dancing of Gaur Nitai is the source of all the sweetness in this world. The sweetest thing basically. Okay? To the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura, Prabhupada, Jai Jai Prabhupada, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. The class is not over yet. But you were getting bored, so I thought, let me add some sweetness of Gaur Nitai Sankirtan to the class. I'll be concluding soon. We are going to start the Abhishek, the festival Abhishek. So it's described that about the sweetness of Lord Nityananda's dancing Said, who can, Krishna Kaviraj Goswami says, I cannot describe. It's indescribable sweetness. I can only say that whenever Lord Nityananda Prabhu dances, Lord Gauranga is impelled. Yeah? He is like hijacked from wherever he is to appear over there to witness his dancing. Right? Nityara madhuri ke ba varni bare pare Mahaprabhu aise yen nitya dekhi bare. Lord Mahaprabhu always comes. Whenever we take shelter of Lord Nityananda Prabhu and we dance to the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and whenever Nityananda Prabhu is dancing, Lord Mahaprabhu always appears over there. So that is the amazing sweetness of Nityananda Prabhu's dancing. Nityananda Prabhu dancing. So he said that Lord Chaitanya is impelled to appear in 4 places. One is the dancing of Lord Nityananda. What are the other 3? Shivasangan. Whenever there is a kirtan at Shivasangan, Lord Chaitanya appears. What are the other 2? Whenever Mother Sachi offers in the bhoga at her place, Lord Chaitanya appears. Which is the 4th? No, not Vakreshwar Pandit. Raghav Pandit at the house of Raghav Bhavan. Sachira Mandire Yar Nityanandartane Shiva Sakirtane Yar Raghav Bhavane Echari Thai Prabhura Sada Avirbhav Prema Krishna Hai Prabhura Sahaja Sabhav. These 4 places Lord always appears. Whenever Nityananda Prabhu dances, whenever Mother Sachi offers bhoga, whenever Shivas Thakur is a kirtan in his house, and whenever Raghav Pandit worship the Lord Gauranga in his home, Raghav Bhavane, Lord Gauranga always appears being impelled by the love. So in this way, these are the 8 qualities. I will just quickly summarize. Lord Nityananda is the ocean of mercy. Second, he is the bestower of all prema. He is the giver of all service opportunity. The 4th is he awards Vrindavan Dham and the service to Radha Krishna. 5th, the glories of Lord Gauranga manifest in this world through his mercy. 6th, his mercy, his activities are inconceivable. In the 7th, he removes all obstacles from our path. And 8th, the sweetest of all, is his dancing, in which even Lord Gauranga appears, or impelled to appear. In this way, today is the day actually to pray for the mercy of Lord Nityananda. And remember, he is intoxicated always, and he has lost discretion. Whatever we fall in front of him, and whatever we should pray for, not for selfish desires, but for selfless desires. And you will see that they will be fulfilled very soon. So if just from our sincere heart we fall before him, and whatever prayer we offer to him, that will surely be fulfilled on this auspicious day of Lord Nityananda. Jai Shri Nityananda Triyodshi Maha Mahotsav ki Jai. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu Nityanand Prabhu ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna. So thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. My pleasure.